Hey, I'm Tim Barnes, you are the genre, and this is a special announcement episode because starting on February 11th, a comedy series that I created and directed will be hitting podcast feeds. It's not this podcast feed, it's a different one, and that's why I'm recording this. I want you to follow that one as well. It's a show called Judge Travis, so if you type in Judge Travis, wherever you find podcasts, you'll find this one. There's a link to it in your show notes as well. And it's about the behind the scenes of a TV court show, like a Judge Judy or a Judge Mathis, and how what happens in the judge's personal life affects his verdicts. That's exactly how I pitched the show way back in the summer of 2021. And now you cannot imagine how thrilled I am to know that it's finally going to reach your ears in 2026. That's how long it takes to make things in this creative landscape, people. So I'm going to share with you the full trailer for the show right now. And then once you listen to that, I'll tell you more about it. How's that sound?
Justice may be blind, but I can see right through your narrow behind.
You watch reality TV court shows every day for, let's face it, the insanity.
I'm suing this heifer for her blatant thievery of my style.
Heifer? I am just as slim thick as you.
All right, somebody bring out the measuring tape.
But it turns out that things get even crazier behind the bench.
But baby, please don't go. You're the center of my life, and without you, I'll be completely lost and apparently out of $28 million.
Judge Travis is a new comedy audio series that highlights fake leaked footage from America's favorite fake TV judge, Percy Travis. And Percy would have you think that in addition to being America's top TV judge, he also has America's most faithful marriage. But this here footage tells a different story.
Friendship building behind her back is normal, natural. I'm just spreading the love.
And to top it off, he's interested in becoming the next Supreme Court justice. The Judge Travis podcast features the voices of Bashir Salahuddin from HBO's South Side as Judge Travis.
You must think I'm a donut. I don't have to sprinkle and shit.
Langston Kerman from HBO's Insecure as his producer, Jax.
Don't overthink the hair. Anything can be fixed in post. I know the effects people at Marvel who made Robert Downey Jr. seem likable.
Brandi Denise from that Starz series, Power, as his bailiff, Raquel.
I'm literally the most underpaid bailiff on TV.
Keesha Sharp from UPN's Girlfriend and Fox's Empire as his wife, Shirley.
You are not close. No, it's about damn time for this showdown.
Amber Ruffin from CNN's Have I Got News for You as the narrator. Guess that means I'm out of a job.
Now get this. Judge Travis knows exactly who that man in the suit is.
Even comedy legend George Wallace as his Barbara Gray.
Welcome to church. The king has returned.
But listen to Judge Travis to find out how Percy's personal problems...
I've got the only hips in this marriage that aren't lying. It's one thing to flirt, but I know what being one of your friends really means.
...affect his verdicts.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Whatever happened to dogs to be dogs? Before my faithful relationship with Shirley, I was called a cheating dog back in the day. But maybe that's not an insult. Why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Is it nothing but the dog in me?
Is this the verdict? Because I like it.
Because it turns out that behind TV court cases about married dogs...
Okay, watch your language in the courtroom, dog.
And spicy salsa.
You know what? While we're waiting, why don't I just grab a spoon and let me just get some of this salsa for a quick taste. Let me just take a little bit, just a tiny little bit here. Here we go. And,
You okay? Your Honor, do you need water?
Are far more compelling stories. For instance, despite not being related, Percy and Jax's relationship somehow blurs the line between work and family.
Dad, chill. It's not even... Wait.
boy, are you confused?
And that could be why Shirley feels a little jealous about him spending so much time at work instead of at home with his actual family.
30 years of you testing me. 30 years of me sacrificing my dreams to support yours. And you can't go to a damn appointment.
or why Raquel wishes everyone at the studio would just focus on easy days.
For once, let's just cruise through it so we can get out of this building before the street lights come on.
So maybe, just maybe, a Supreme Court appointment will actually solve everyone's problems.
Do we still have a show if the judge becomes a member of the highest court in the land? Will we still have a country?
The only way to find out is if you listen to Judge Travis wherever you get podcasts starting on February 11th. And subscribe now so you get the first episodes as soon as they drop. Oh, and remember, this show is totally fake.
Scripted court shows that pretend to be real are the lowest form of entertainment. And I've been on Comic Judges Unleashed. How do you know this to be true?
That was it. That was the trailer for Judge Travis. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that gave you the urge to subscribe to the podcast and listen to the show. The first 3 episodes are going to come out on February 11th. And then after that, the remaining 5 episodes will come out the following Wednesdays. But if you stay listening to You Are the Genre at the same time, this will basically be your DVD bonus features for Judge Travis, because throughout that Judge Travis release schedule, I'm going to be interviewing some of the actors, some of the writers, and some of the crew members of Judge Travis right here on You Are the Genre. So for people who love behind-the-scenes content, which I imagine is all of you, it's definitely me, this is your behind-the-scenes audio deep dive on something that I created, I directed, I show ran. I can't believe I did all these things, but honestly, 90% of why I'm truly thrilled to present this show is that it's not all about me. It is about all of these voices, all of these writers, all these producers who made it happen. It's also, and this is no joke, I know that sometimes people toss out the word passion project. It truly is a passion project. And more than that, it's a passion project by accident. Because when I pitched the show, it was for a network and it was for a specific actor. So all of my energy was like, oh, what would work for this person? I do think it was an amazing pitch, but, I forgot about it because I've learned over the years not to be too attached to your pitches because they don't always get the green light. And then when this finally got the green light, months later, I got the news that they're no longer pursuing this specific actor. It was brought back to me as an idea that wasn't tethered to a specific voice. The only voice it was tethered to was mine. And that felt really important to me at the time, because in my first foray into writing for television, I spent a lot of energy learning the voices of others and kind of putting my personal voice that I'd honed for years as a stand-up comic, etc., on the back burner. And so this, I believe, really is the project in which I got my groove back. I got my voice back. And what makes it even more special is that an element of me getting that voice back is that I poured something really personal into the show. When I started writing the pilot for Judge Travis, I realized that I was really writing about my dynamic with my own grandfather, my pawpaw, as I call him, because he was from Louisiana. He was still alive at the time that I pitched the show. And when I got my first TV writing jobs, I actually lived with him in LA for about 6 months. We were basically living inside of this classic sitcom dynamic, almost like a Sanford and Son dynamic. My grandpa was very old school. I have, let's just say, many grandmothers because of him. He was quite the playboy. And that clash is what I wanted to bring into Judge Travis, where behind the scenes, he is always clashing with his executive producer, a character named Jax, who is a little bit more of an NPR-ish Black person. So imagine, if you will, Malcolm Gladwell talking to Steve Harvey every day. That is the sort of culture clash within the grander African-American cultural systems that's at play. And after that pilot was finished, I brought in amazing writers like Ian Abramson, Rebecca O'Neill, Ben Holbrook, and Millie Tamaris to really flesh it out into these 8 episodes that dive into so much about pop culture, so much about intergenerational dynamics, so much about relationships and marriage, which is the prime clash in Judge Travis's life in this first season. I hope you really enjoy it. I hope that you engage with it. I hope that you listen to it with friends on a road trip in the car, at a party somehow. And the ultimate goal for Judge Travis is for it to become a TV show. So anything that you can do to show support for this will be very helpful. That's just the honest truth. I try not to be as blunt as that, but that's where I'm at with this project. But more than anything, I'm excited for everyone to listen to it. You have no idea how thrilled I am to just finally have all of the Judge Travis matrix of concepts out of my head now that it's definitely going to be released. I hope that you enjoy this journey, and I hope that you stick around to find out what I'm working on next.